The reason we lead community groups is because we need each other. When we found the Lord, we were given all we needed for godly living. But when we found community, we found the courage that we needed to live it out. It matters who we spend our time with. So thank you so much for leading community groups. Because of you, people inside and outside of our church will always have the opportunity to plug in with life-giving community. Today we're going to talk about intentional leadership. The word intentional means deliberate, done on purpose. You were intentional when you chose to lead the group you're leading. There was a purpose and a goal behind the draw. So your draw to get people there was the hobby or the platform. It brought people into the community group. But while they're there, we want to make sure that we are being intentional with them. Number one, we want to be intentional with building relationships. Once they're in your group, you need to know their birthdays, their big events, and their prayer needs. And intentional leaders follow up on the things that you know by telling them happy birthday, attending the events, and following up to see if that prayer request has been met or if you should continue to pray. The second thing you need to be intentional with is assimilation. It's not enough for people just to attend your group. As a leader, you add value by taking the systems and structures that we have set up for you and making sure people are assimilated. In other words, moving them one step. Some ways that you can do that is by each week adding a component. Like this week, talk about church events. Next week, talk about the Sunday messages or the service you attend. Talk about your personal disciplines. Remember, the activity got them there, but the way that you love them and care for them will keep them there. Great community groups are built through intentional leadership. Leaders that love the Lord and love people and seek to move people one step in their walk with God are the best, most intentional community group leaders. The real why behind all of our leadership is so that we can find people and keep people. We want to keep them close to us so we can disciple them, pray for them, protect them, and move them one step in their walk with Jesus. Because you are leading, heaven will grow bigger. The church will increase in power, and more people will begin to experience life change.